One day, the chair was empty. The man who once sat there was gone. And his daughter finally realized something we all forget. There is no next time with the people we love. Only now. Stay with me. Because this story will remind you why waiting is the greatest regret of all. There was a man, a kind father, quiet, gentle, always sitting in the same wooden chair by the window. Every morning, he waited for his daughter to visit. He never asked for much, just a few minutes of her time. But his daughter was busy. Work, deadlines, meetings, endless phone calls. When he asked, "Will you come by this week?" she would smile and say, "Next week, Dad. I promise." And next week always sounded safe. Next week always felt guaranteed. But time has no guarantees. As days turned into months, the chair by the window became a symbol. A reminder that he was waiting. Sometimes she would see it when she passed by his home. Sometimes she would wave quickly and say, "Dad, I'll come in soon. Just not today." And each time, he would smile and nod. Because that's what fathers do. They wait. But waiting has a limit. One cold morning, she rushed past his house again. She looked at the window. The chair was still there. But it was empty. She thought maybe he was asleep. Maybe in the kitchen. Maybe reading. But she was wrong. Her father was gone. And with him, every unspoken word. Every missed story. Every moment she thought she would have later. She sat in that empty chair. Her heart broke as silence filled the room. It wasn't just the absence of her father. It was the weight of all the times she said, "Not today." It was the echo of every next week. Tears streamed down her face as she whispered, "If only I had one more day." But life doesn't give us rewinds. Only memories. Only lessons. And here's the truth. The lesson she learned is one we all must face. Opportunities to love, to connect, to show up for the people who matter most. They vanish without warning. We think we have more time. But tomorrow is never promised. At first, her grief was unbearable. She blamed herself. She replayed every moment she missed. Every excuse she made. And she wondered, did her father know how much she loved him? But then, something shifted. She remembered how he used to smile even when she said, "Next week." She remembered how he always forgave her. How he never held anger. How his love was patient. Unconditional. Steady. And in that moment, she realized. He wouldn't want her to drown in guilt. He would want her to live differently. To love differently. So she made a promise. No more waiting. No more next time. She picked up the phone and called her brother just to say, "I love you." She drove across town to surprise her old friend. She sat with her children and really listened. Not half listening. Not while scrolling her phone. But listening like every word was a treasure. Because it is. The empty chair became her teacher. A silent reminder that love belongs in the present. Not in someday. Not in later. But now. And here's where you and I come in. We all have someone waiting in a chair. A parent. A partner. A child. A friend. Someone who hopes for our time, our presence, our love. And too often, we push them aside for something more urgent. But listen carefully. The most urgent thing in life is love. Not the emails. Not the meetings. Not the endless scrolling through a phone. Love. Connection. Presence. That's what we wish we had more of. When the chairs around us are empty. So, ask yourself right now. Who is waiting for me? Who needs my call? My hug? My time? Because here's the truth. You don't need a perfect moment. You just need this moment. As the old wisdom says, don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. The daughter never got another chance with her father, but she turned her pain into a new way of living. She carried his memory by showing up for the people in her life. Fully present. Now. And in that choice, gentle tone, her father's love lived on. Through her. Through every smile she gave. Through every moment she refused to postpone. So, let this story stay with you. Not as something sad, but as something powerful. A wake-up call. A reminder. An invitation. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't let the chair in your life become empty before you say what matters most. Pick up the phone. Send the message. Make the visit. Because one day, the chair will be empty. But today, it's not. And today, you still have time. Opportunities don't wait. Love doesn't wait. The right time is not tomorrow. The right time is now.